In the concealed carry world, we spend a lot of time talking about the right way to carry. But here's what doesn't get nearly enough attention. The wrong carry method can get you killed, not by the threat, by your own setup. Today, we're ranking the most dangerous and impractical carry methods from bad to worst, and then flipping it around to show you what actually works. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which method is the single worst option a carrier can choose, and the 3 methods that give you a real fighting chance when seconds matter. Because in a self-defense situation, hesitation caused by a bad holster position is not a tactical disadvantage, it's a life or death margin. What's up everyone? Andrew here. Welcome back. Disclaimer, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Firearms require safe handling, proper training, and compliance with all federal, state, and local laws. Always verify current regulations before purchasing or carrying any firearm. Carrying a firearm is a commitment to your safety and to the safety of the people around you. Studies show the average violent altercation lasts only a few seconds. The method you choose to carry your firearm will determine whether you can actually use it in those seconds or whether it becomes a liability. If you're new here, subscribe. This is the channel for people who take their carry seriously. Let's count them down, starting with the method that's dangerous but debated, building to the one that has no defense whatsoever. Dangerous method 3, Appendix. Appendix carry lands on this list not because it's a bad method, but because it's a punishing method for anyone who hasn't fully earned it. Positioned at the front of the body just above the waistband, it offers faster draw speed, excellent concealment, and a natural position for firearm retention during a physical confrontation. That same central positioning is also the problem. The muzzle, when holstered, points directly at your femoral artery, your thighs, and vital organs. A striker-fired pistol like a Glock or SIG P320 with no external safety, and a rushed reholster with a piece of clothing catching the trigger, that is a catastrophic, negligent discharge in one of the worst possible locations. This risk is real and documented, but it's also manageable with discipline. Quality holster with full trigger guard coverage, deliberate, slow reholstering every single time looking the gun in, no clothing near the trigger. For carriers committed to this method, a manual safety or a double action trigger significantly reduces exposure. It's on this list because the margin for error is smaller than any other method. It's not at the top of this list because, executed correctly, it's genuinely effective. Dangerous method 2, small of back carry. Small of back carry has one genuine strength and one only: concealment. Tucked against the curve of the spine, the firearm disappears under almost any cover garment. That's the entire argument for it. Here's the argument against it, and it's a short one. You are carrying a rigid steel object directly over your spine. Every time you sit down, lean back, or fall and falls happen, that object becomes a point of impact against the most vulnerable structure in your body. This isn't theoretical. Law enforcement agencies across the country have banned small of back carry based on documented cases of officers sustaining permanent spinal injuries. One widely cited case involved an officer who slipped and landed on his backup radio, an object no heavier or harder than a compact pistol, and left the scene in a wheelchair, permanently disabled. Beyond the injury risk, the draw is objectively compromised. Reaching behind your back at an awkward angle under stress while potentially being grabbed or pushed, it's slower, it exposes your flank, and it telegraphs exactly what you're doing. In a fight, that delay costs you the engagement. Dangerous method 1, ankle carry, the single worst self-defense carry method available. Ankle carry sounds like it has a use case, backup gun for a professional, discreet option for seated environments. On paper, there's an argument. In practice, it is the single worst carry method a concealed carrier can choose as their primary setup, and it isn't close. The draw. To access an ankle holster under stress, you need to break your stance, drop toward the ground, clear your pant leg, reach your lower leg, and draw, all while managing an active threat. That sequence takes 3 to 5 times longer than a waistband draw under normal conditions. Under adrenaline, with fine motor skills degraded, that gap is insurmountable. The retention. Your legs are in constant motion. Every step creates wear in the holster's retention system over time. In the kind of vigorous physical activity that tends to accompany a violent encounter, running, struggling, falling, the firearm can shift, loosen, or eject from the holster entirely. The firepower. Ankle carry forces you into the smallest, lightest firearms to avoid bulk and discomfort. Small frame pistols mean limited capacity and reduced stopping power. The gun most comfortable on your ankle is the gun least capable of stopping a determined threat, the ground fight vulnerability. If you are taken to the ground tackled, knocked down, tripped, your ankle holster is now the most accessible point on your body. The only defensible use for ankle carry is as a dedicated backup position for a carrier who already has a primary firearm on their hip or waistband. As a standalone method, it is the worst option on this entire list. The right methods, what you should be doing instead. Now that we've covered what not to do here, are the 3 methods that deliver the balance of speed, safety, and real-world reliability that self-defense carry actually demands. Best method, number 3, pocket carry is often underestimated. Pocket carry is a legitimate option for the right firearm in the right environment. A quality pocket holster covers the trigger guard, orients the gun correctly, and breaks up the print so the pocket looks like a pocket. Best suited for small subcompacts and revolvers in lower threat daily environments, or as a backup option for carriers who already have a primary on the waistband. The draw is slower than a hip carry, but it's faster, safer, and more accessible than anything on your ankle or spine. Best method, number 2, OWB. Outside the OWB is the standard for law enforcement and open carry for one reason: no other method gives you a cleaner, more natural draw stroke. Positioned outside the waistband, the holster allows a full firing grip from the first touch with no interference from clothing or waistband tension. Less concealable than IWB under light clothing, but with an appropriate cover garment, it disappears. For instructors, range operators, and open carry advocates who prioritize draw speed and clean access, OWB is the benchmark. Everything else gets measured against. Best method number 1, IWB inside the waistband. The most popular concealed carry method in the country, and it's popular because it works. The holstered firearm sits inside the waistband, held close to the body by the belt, disappearing under almost any cover garment without printing. Excellent concealment without sacrificing draw speed. Works across a wide range of body types, carry positions, and clothing styles. IWB holsters distribute weight comfortably for long carry days, and quality options provide full trigger guard coverage with consistent, reliable retention. Check IWB, OWB, and pocket carry share. One thing the dangerous methods don't: you can draw the gun without compromising your spine, pointing a muzzle at your femoral artery, or betting your life on a 3-second draw from the ground. One more thing, your holster is half the equation. Every method on this list, even the good ones, is only as safe as the holster behind it. Full trigger guard coverage, solid retention, and a consistent draw angle are non-negotiable. Adjust for cant and ride height to fit your body. A cheap holster on a good carry method is still a risk. And train the draw. Dry fire at home. Practice the reholster as carefully as the draw. The carry method that works in a crisis is the one that's been repeated until it's automatic under stress, not the one that feels comfortable in the parking lot. Thanks for watching.